Looking for Cruz, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play,
and he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. DeMarcus Ware from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Throwing on 3rd and long. Young. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. Oh, and now he bowls him over.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 6 there on first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing on first down. Warner. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Paul Posluszny. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's Young, operating from the gun. He'll rifle this one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Raider, Willie Brown. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st and 10, Warner. Benjamin with it over the middle. Touchdown! Calvin Benjamin, 54 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be fielded at the 6. Oh, nice move. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, They'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now Young on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Looking to throw. Young. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Young throwing on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turn. Over there in the end zone.
No. Check. Patriot. Back Leopard.
To throw is Young. Throwing again. He'll rifle this one deep right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And Too Tall Jones. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Young now to throw on second down. Here's a screen to Powell. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. From the gun, Young. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
That goes for a gain of 31.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Danny Trevathan in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Here's Young, looking to throw on second down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Suckup will put this one right through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the third quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
And now back out comes the offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The new acquisition, Martellus Bennett, the intended target. And it's second down.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And a big 32-yard play on third. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Second down and 4. Operating from the gun, Warner. Cruz has it over the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Mike Daniels in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Looking to throw on second down. Warner. And that'll be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
All right, here we go.
Throwing on third and long. Warner. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. And a bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Ryan Kerrigan from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. To throw on second down. Warner. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing on third and long. Warner looking deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Paul Krause. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They give it to Peterson. And he'll go. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Eagles on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
They'll go option to the short side. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here we go. Green 39.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So that one will be accepted. So following the penalty, now 1st and 5. Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even in mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm in the bank and I want all my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check.
You know, I'm like, yeah, nice T, you know? Yeah.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Here's Chandler Catanzaro ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there right off the bat. 56 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They run. Peterson. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Here's Peterson. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if...
And he will take it in for the touchdown. Marvin Harrison, a 20-yard touchdown. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
In both locker rooms, the coaches talked about setting the tone early. Didn't matter whether you start on offense or defense. In this case, the team that had the ball first did exactly that. Took it right downfield and scored.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and now it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Daniels able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. the shotgun. He'll look to throw. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Let's go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Buying time to his left. This is caught. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down first and goal.
And I know all the...
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this will be scooped up by the defense. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well. But they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped out each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working early. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Back now with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Austin football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Young. From the gun, he'll throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. Now the ball comes loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Shaq Thompson coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. 3rd down here.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the all-time interception king, Paul Krause. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they bring in an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's
got to stay with it.
That's true. Back to throw. Young being chased out left. He will not. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They'll run. This is Burkhead. And now running right through it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Baltimore after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he lost 6 there on the 1st down play. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Young on first down. Eluding the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Give him 30 yards there. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw is Young. Operating from the gun. Steps away to his left.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it. Totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Buying time to his left. And it's a fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gonzalez. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Let's go. Move. 58.
Now back to throw. Dancing to it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A former head coach with the Niners, Mike Singletary, in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. He's got Curse. And he's taken down deep in their territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And that's incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
He'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The 14-time Pro Bowler Tony Gonzalez, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think we're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
They'll look to throw here. They'll buy some time right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Captain Zero out now as he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good. Good here at the 30-yard line. Young now. Off play action. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Looking to throw. Young. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Here's Young. Off the play fake. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack. Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Jones throwing on 4th down. And he's good. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Tracy Porter with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're buried deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31.